Christian Novels Audiobooks, the story of Wayne and Jean Vozzolo, the Cross Penny series, Kisses of Mercy, episode number 130. Gwen, Mark, Beth, and Willie entered the house and were looking around when they noticed there was a note on the kitchen table. Dear Gwen, I have cleaned Bertha's house every Tuesday for years. She told me to tell you that she would like me to continue doing so, and she will continue to pay me, and you won't have to. I have cleaned out the room next to the master bedroom for your baby. I do have a key, but I am the only one with a key besides Bertha and you. Her niece may have one, but I am not sure. Bertha had me stock the refrigerator with some basics. You can move in today, and I look forward to meeting you come next Tuesday, unless you're at work. Bertha specifically mentioned for you to look at the sewing room. Maybe some of the girls know how to sew or can learn. Welcome, your cleaning lady, Gertrude. P.S. She said for you to decorate like you won't. It's all yours, even the rest of the gaudy flowers hidden somewhere in a closet. Finally, maybe they can find a garbage can as their new home. Oh, here's my number if you need to reach me for anything. The four wandered around the large house, noting its many bedrooms and baths. This reminds you of the boarding house I live in, Willie observed. You live in a boarding house? Beth asked. Yes, back east. I've not been home very much. There's so much traveling, and it seems like a waste to have a house that looked more abandoned than lived in. Well, Gwen, do you want us to get you moved in? We'll need to go by the post office and change your mailing address, and I need to stop at the drugstore and get a map of Southern California and Arizona and some colored stick pins, Willie said. Nothing would make me happier, Gwen answered. Next, they checked out the sewing room. Gwen picked up a box of pins with different colored heads. Here, Willie, Faith, Hope, and Love gives you the pins. She handed them the new unopened box. I can't wrap my head around this. Faith, Hope, and Love owns this place, lock, stock, and barrel, and it was given with the promise that insurance and utilities will pay it until the ministry can pay for them. Gwen, Mama, and Willie, we need to thank God for this open door. Mark grabbed Gwen and Beth's hand. Willie joined in, and Mark said a prayer of thanksgiving and blessings over Aunt Bertha and all those who enter Faith, Hope, and Love. Let's get to the drugstore and post office so we can get you and Trish all moved into this place, Willie said as he headed for the door, letting Beth take the lead. They completed the errands at the drugstore and post office and headed back to Vozzolo Produce. They all four went into the house where Wayne and Jean were sipping a glass of iced tea at the kitchen table. Bertha did what? Jean asked. She gave Faith, Hope, and Love her beautiful house, Gwen answered. That sounds exactly like Bertha, Jean commented. Have you found all the gaudy flowers yet? No, but I was warned, Gwen laughed. Boy, that was a great move on her part and also saved a fortune on taxes for a great niece, Wayne said. They would have taken a tremendous financial hit. Well, Mark started. Like I told you before, son, spit it out, Wayne laughed. Will you drive one of the trucks so we can move Gwen and Trish all at one time, Mark asked. It's not that they have so much, but that this baby is made out like a bandit who cleaned out a baby boutique. Sure, the city truck will be back at about the same time the school bus runs, and Trish will want to move her own stuff. Y'all sit down and relax. Vozzolo Produce is like a buzzing beehive or beaver den. It's running itself right now, Wayne replied. And more of our kids show up every hour. Beth moved her small mountain of manuals over to the counter so the four could sit down around the kitchen table after they each got a glass of tea. Gwen chose the decaf. Willie took out his brand new map. Wayne, about how far out do you think your guys live from here? Wayne rubbed his chin. What do you think, Jean? He asked as they looked at the map together. Well, some of the guys live out this way, Jean pointed, and a number in the city. I don't know. Maybe within 4 or 5 hours from here. Why? Beth laughed. I see smoking coming out as those wheels are turning. Wayne said, tell you what, why don't we ask tonight at supper and let them stick a pin in the map to mark where they live? Gwen laughed. So that's why you wanted those colored pins. Wayne got up and went to Tony's old room. Here, I think Tony would allow you to use his bulletin board for the rest of the week. He handed Willie the bulletin board. It was the perfect size for the map. Willie took off several of the tacks on it and thumbtacked the map to it. Beth got up and went to her room. She came back with several bags of bathing clothes, baby things, and handed them to Gwen. See what I mean? Bandit as the baby boutique. Mark laughed as he, Jean, Gwen, Beth, Willie, and Wayne looked at every baby treasure. Wayne and Willie both acted like like proud grandfathers. Wayne laughed as he said, "At this rate, we might need to make 2 loads in that white truck." "I'll call the phone company and see when they can move my phone," Gwen said. "Help yourself," Wayne replied, pointing to the phone.